evening, everyone. Tonight, I stand before you not just as a performer, but as a storyteller. This is a story about an unexpected friendship, a journey that began on a simple day and grew into something extraordinary. It is a tale of love, care, and passion, a story of how a small monkey changed my life, and I hope will touch your hearts too. I remember the day very clearly. I was walking down a quiet street when I first saw him, a little monkey with curious eyes. He was alone, wandering around as if looking for something. At that moment, I felt a deep sense of connection. I knew he was lost, but also that he was waiting for someone to care for him. I approached him slowly, speaking in soft tones, trying not to scare him. That very meeting became the start of an incredible bond. It didn't take long for me to understand that this little creature was special. His eyes shone with intelligence and curiosity, and I saw in him a spark that many of us carry inside, a spark of hope, of dreams, and of the will to explore the world. I gently took him in my arms and promised myself that I would give him the care he needed. As days turned into weeks, I learned so much from him. In his simple actions, he showed me the beauty of trusting someone completely. Every morning, as I prepared for the day, he would sit quietly near me, watching every move with genuine interest. It was as if he was not only observing me, but also learning from every gesture. He learned kindness from me, and without even knowing it, he taught me to be more patient and compassionate. I started to share with him my small world routines that gave life meaning. I showed him the importance of laughter, the strength in tears, and the magic in every little moment. Every smile he gave, and every playful jump reminded me that every single day held a spark of wonder. I began to see that life is not about the grand moments, but the little memories that quietly fill our hearts with warmth. One day, I noticed something even more amazing. As we spent time together, I began to notice a gleam in his eyes, a sign of untapped potential and a deep-seated passion. He was no ordinary monkey. There was a fire in him, a readiness to learn and to perform. It was a moment of revelation. His playful nature was the very essence that would transform our lives together. I realized that this little friend was not only a companion, but also someone who could bring joy and wonder to many others. So, I decided to act on my heart. I began to train him, not as a performer at first, but as a dear friend learning to share his natural talents. I started with simple commands and playful tricks, building a language of trust between us. Each small step was met with a cheer in my heart and a sparkle in his eyes. We practiced day by day, slowly unlocking hidden abilities with every session. It was not just training, it was a celebration of life, of passion, and of the miracles that happen when two souls connect. Tonight, as you watch him perform on this stage, remember that his journey is one to discover your story of how love, care, and a little bit of faith can bring out the best in all of us. Every move he makes, every arrow he releases, is the result of countless moments spent together, learning from one another, and challenging what is possible. He is here not just as a performer, but as a symbol of hope and the beauty found in unexpected friendships. I invite you to join me in celebrating not only his talent, but also the spirit of perseverance and the magic of simple beginnings. May his journey remind us that no matter how small or unlikely our encounters may seem at first, every connection has the power to change our lives forever. Thank you for being here and sharing this moment with us. Let the show begin, and may every performance remind us of the beauty of nurturing those hidden sparks of passion inside every heart. He yells a subscribe, like, and share this talent. Thank you for being here and sharing this moment with us. Let the show begin, and may every performance remind us of the beauty of nurturing those hidden sparks of passion inside every heart. Please subscribe, like, and share this talent.